Philip Doyle will kick it off for the Crimson Tide, trailing 17-0. Tolbert and Rawls. Tolbert 20, Rawls 23, deep for the Wildcats. A line drive in and out of the end zone. Kentucky will start at their 20-yard line, first down 10. Here's what Kentucky did with the ball. First two times they had to punt it away, but then the touchdown, the tipped pass to Gover, then the field goal after the drive, then the touchdown. That was the 42-yard run there when you see it on as it follows on the right side by Al Baker, then a punt, and then about to score again, Glenn Ford, who can make it or break it when he gets down there. Broke it this time by going to his left hand and throwing the interception, nullifying any Kentucky point opportunity. First and 10 Wildcats from their own 20. They're going to keep running. And a big chunk for Ivy Joe Hunter. He gets to the 29-yard line. It was Lee Osment with the tackle. 7 yards for Hunter on the carry.
And that's where they're going to keep working, Bob, inside. It's just too tough on the outside. Bethune, Thomas are upfield. Spencer Hammond is there reacting in a hurry. They got to try to get it in the middle. Get some cross blocking in there on those big guys and try to get a crack.
Out of the eye. Hunter again hit in the backfield. Who was that truck? Get his license number. 96 Willie Shepard. Like a bullet. You know, we talk about how this got started for Kentucky. They got a good break, and that got them rolling. First quarter.
It did. They'd been playing nose to nose at this point. Both defenses playing superior football, and here is Ray Gover getting a tip ball that turned into a touchdown. And from that came a glimmer of hope. And after that, they started to run the ball up the middle, and here we are.
The glimmer turned into a bright spotlight with a 17-0 lead. Here it is, Alabama ball. Let's wait for the signal. It was covered by Alabama and then covered by Kentucky. They give it to the Crimson Tide. The man who hit him was Keith McCants. McCants came in again unmolested to ram Glenn Ford and pop the ball loose, and then Bethune fell on it.
Well, they're playing with that young line, and Pfeiffer has gone down, their best blocker, and here comes McCants. Nobody touches him. A quarterback at that point, you have to be able to feel that coming. You got to be able to feel it coming, protect the ball. McCants knocked it out. Alabama is knocking on the door.
We talked about the 24 second half points scored by Alabama against Vanderbilt last week. First down 10, Crimson Tide at the 14-yard line. Timeout, Kentucky. Chris Chenault will come over to the sideline to talk to the Kentucky Brain Trust. Let's see what Jerry Claiborne and his wide tackle 6 bunch do defensively. Ben Sutton continues the quarterback. Here's Murray Hill to the 12 and down, making the stop. 26, Ron Robinson.
And great hustle by Ronnie Robinson getting there from the inside. Hill had found a seam, about to turn it upfield, and Ron Robinson, pursuing from the weak safety spot, got involved in that run.
Does Alabama play tough in the second half? Look at it. That's of 2 games previously, 51-0. And Bill Curry said he is very pleased with the condition of this football team. And part of their game plan is certainly not to be down 17-0, but part of their game plan is to get stronger in the second, third, and fourth quarters. Second down 8 from the 12, Crimson Tide. Sutton with instructions. Rolling to throw. Massey got up there to put a hand in his face. Had to overthrow the intended receiver, Marco Battle, number 88.
The other side of that, Bob, is as they ran a combination route there in the end zone, trying to stick it over the top to Battle. The other side of that is Alabama's football team at this point has only played half the first half. Many of those players on defense, and so you got those little Kentucky guys, they're lining up, coming play after play after play, and they see these big guys alternating on every play, and that also becomes a factor later on in the game. The other thing that becomes a factor is expectation. Alabama expects to win.
Third down 8 out of the shotgun. Sutton into the end zone, looking for Cross, and out of the end zone. Nowhere near. Kentucky holds after the fumble and the recovery by Alabama. Now the Crimson Tide being shut out thus far. Disappointing Bill Curry on that series of plays. Philip Doyle comes in to attempt a field goal. He missed one earlier today of 52 yards. This one will be of 19 yards. Excellent kicker is Philip Doyle, the sophomore from Birmingham. 29-yard attempt. It's a fake. This is Moore, the punter. Pops it into the end zone to Doyle. Touchdown, Alabama. The punter to the kicker. Oh, my. Talk about trickery. We expected some of this from Kentucky. None of it from Alabama. And Chris Moore, the senior punter, throws the touchdown pass.
Watch this. It's a fake. The punter comes, the holder has got the ball, obviously. Now, this rascal just gets lost back there. Ron Robinson is there. He's there. Chris Tolbert's there. Nobody realized there was somebody standing behind them. Touchdown, Alabama.
And the point after is good. Well, we expected, frankly, after the fumble recovery inside the 20, Alabama to get points. Who would have thought they'd have scored it this way? 17-7 Kentucky.
Philip Doyle, place kicker, leading place kicker receiver in the SEC. He's trying to find a sideline, and then he just keeps running downfield. Chris Moore, you talk about Hail Marys. There's one right there. Doyle got as close to the edge of the sideline as he could, made the catch, jumped up, surrounded the ball. First touchdown of his place kicking career.
And Doyle kicking off. He's an excellent two-sport athlete in high school, was recruited heavily by Major League Baseball, so he's an excellent athlete, not just another kicker. And when you look at Chris Moore, the punter, Chris Moore also an excellent athlete. When he went to Briar Moore Academy before he came to Alabama, he was a quarterback punter. There's the scoring drive. It was Briarwood Academy, where he also is a good golfer. So you're talking about Moore and Doyle, also both excellent athletes. They combined for the Alabama touchdown. And now Alabama is going to start thinking, as Tim pointed out earlier, that this game should belong to them. And it'll be interesting to see the psychological strength of the Kentucky Wildcats.
Well, this isn't anything different than we saw in the first half. You saw Alabama knock the tar out of them for 2 plays, and then they go for 40. And that's the kind of offense that often develops against a high-pressure defense like this.
Second down 9 from the 21. And 4 under pressure, throwing on the run. He has Logan there with a great reception and out of bounds at the 43-yard line of Alabama. Phil Logan, the sophomore, with a tremendous reception. Good coverage by 29 John Mangum, a gain of 36.
Well, we talked about this earlier, Bob. A bad bet's not a bad bet. Just throw it up. John's in great shape. He's playing the receiver. Just goes up a little late. Reacts a little late to the football. Good man-to-man coverage, fella. Second team All-SEC. Sophomore All-American.
On the first down handoff, Ivy Joe Hunter drives for about 7 inside the 40 to the 37. And as you pointed out, Tim, Alabama knocks the tar out of Kentucky a couple of plays, and then the big one. It's happened the entire game. I guess you live and die by that pressure defense, however.
Exactly. And what surprises me is Kentucky's ability to sustain possession of the football. Jerry's taking deep breaths over there.
Second down 5 at the 37 of Alabama. 17-7 Alabama scores on the fake field goal. The punter, Chris Moore, to the kicker, Doyle, for the touchdown. Baker! Down to the 31st down. 7-yard gain for Baker. He has 6 carries for 62 yards on the day. Al Baker.
Let's watch this makeshift offensive line work. Now they got Bo Smith to tackle Joey Mazzella, holding off Tommy Cole. A good job of blocking by Crawley on Willie Wyatt. All-SEC nose guard creates the hole for Baker, and Baker is upfield today.
First and 10 from the 31-yard line. Baker again. Nice cut. Not much, though. 59, George Bethune stands him up. Bethune's taller, but these two guys weigh the same. Bethune's about 225, and so is Al Baker. Rawls goes in for Baker now.
Another thing that happens when they run out of the eye, Bob, is defensively you have to be patient if you're the linebacker behind the football. You have to expect it to come back to you. You can't overrun it. If you get overrun it, then you get caught up by an offensive lineman, and that creates a gap.
On the 2nd down 8, 3 backs, Hunter, Rawls, and Murray, and 2 tight ends for the Wildcats. Here's Hunter, hit in the backfield. Struggles back near the line of scrimmage. But once again, excellent penetration on the part of Alabama. Tommy Cole was the man who made the penetration, number 51. Then Derek Thomas came in and cleaned up. They lose 3. It's going to be 3rd down 11. Back to the 32. Once again, though, 2 big hits by Alabama. If history of this game holds true, watch out for a big play by Kentucky. Here comes everybody from the Crimson Tide for almost to John Bolden. Broken up nicely by 29 John Mangum. He's the little guy, the right cornerback, who danger is his life, John Mangum.
Especially in this defense. Watch everybody looking away. He's out there all by himself. And if you're out there all by yourself, John, you got to get inside, and you cannot let them beat you to the inside. You have to make them throw it across your face. That ball was a little bit underthrown. And what you got to do, Glenn, lead them more to the inside. There's nobody in the middle of the field. Bolden's got all that grass to work to. Let them do it. You don't have to fire it in there. Just let them run to the football.
Ken Willis with a 49-yard field goal attempt, his longest of the year, 43. Blocked. It was Derek Thomas who got through to get his hands on it, I believe, 55. So Alabama coming up with another big play from their best athlete on defense, Derek Thomas. And the Tide will take over at the line of scrimmage. 1st down 10, trailing 17-7 with 9:23 to go in the 2nd quarter. You're watching the SEC on TBS Sports. All right, after the commercial break now, Jeff Dunn has gone back in at quarterback for Alabama. Jeff Dunn in the first half was 0 for 5, threw 2 interceptions, and then Vince Sutton came in to go 3 of 8 for 33, and Dunn is back in to see if he can get something going for the Crimson Tide. 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. Dunn under him, big pressure, gets it away complete to Payne. Oliver Barnett was back there. Nice throw, nice catch. Under deep pressure, the first pass completion of the day for Jeff Dunn. 6-yard gain.
Jeff Dunn now, they got him out of the first half. Things just weren't going right, and what you need to do is just settle down. I'm sure Homer Smith talked to him at halftime and said, son, just relax, play your game. 2nd
down 4, Alabama, trailing 17-7 with 8:50 to go, quarter number 3. Stewart, the fullback, about 1 or 2 across the 40, hit by Oliver Barnett.
And what an addition, as you look at Oliver Barnett, far and away the best defensive lineman that Kentucky has on this football team. What an addition Homer Smith has been for Bill Curry, Bob. Former head coach at Davidson and the University of Pacific at Army. Offensive coordinator for 7 years at UCLA. Just a great offensive line. Came from the Kansas City Chiefs.
3rd down, long 1 for Alabama. Turner in motion. Stewart gets the 1st down out near the 45-yard line. Mike Miners making the stop for Kentucky. Miners, number 95, the junior from Louisville. Mike's brother, by the way, a disc jockey. There's an article in the press here about the 2 brothers.
I was talking to Homer Smith before the game. He said, and I asked him how Carl Mauck was doing, who's a former roommate of mine with the Dolphins and a coach with Kansas City. He said, I'm just thinking of Carl Mauck, going over my short yardage stuff. Carl's a line coach there at Kansas City.
Fumble on the snap. Alabama recovers after losing about 3 yards on the play. Murray Hill falls on the ball after it was bobbled on the exchange between Jeff Dunn and Roger Schultz.
What was happening there, Bob, is that Alabama's got a little thing in their offense. They'll come up and bark like they're going to go on the first sound, trying to jump the defense offside. If somebody jumps offside, they snap the ball. That time the center felt like somebody's offside, snapped it, it was a fumble. 2nd
down 13. This is Kent, the fullback. Back to the original line of scrimmage and no more. Randy Hollerwood with the stop on the play. It'll be right back to the original line of scrimmage. 7:03 to go, third quarter. 17-7 Kentucky. Third down 10. Again, Alabama only 3 of 10 on conversions.
And all of those came on the previous possession before the end of the half.
Out of the shotgun. Here comes the pressure. Deep drop, done. Almost picked off. Chenault should have had it. Hit him right in the numbers at the 45-yard line of Kentucky. Great quarterback pressure by 96 Donnie Gardner.
Chenault there. Ronnie Robinson was there, trying to pick it up across the middle. Robinson trailing. I'm sure that's what Dunn saw. He felt Howard Cross had it. Chenault alertly reading back to the quarterback, almost picked it off.
Chris Moore, beautiful punt. Tolbert catches it inside the 5. I don't know if that was so wise. He's out to the 7, and that's where Kentucky has the ball. Hit made by Lorenzo Ward with 6:26 to go in the third quarter, and Kentucky with bad field position after the 52-yard punt.
And here's just a sign of how Kentucky's playing this football game. Albert Burks just walks right up on Greg Payne. This is kind of the attitude the Kentucky defense has. Says, come on, man, let's dance. Gonna just jam him and run with him. And he holds him a little bit here, but that's good.
Well, you're supposed to hold each other when you're dancing.
Meanwhile, the ball is thrown to the inside, but it's just a good reflection of how this Kentucky defense is playing. Both defenses play like that. Both defenses play with controlled aggression. They're going to make something happen.
Alabama's defense, an opportunity for another big play. They've had a block punt, a block field goal, 4 sacks, an interception. We're looking for another one as Kentucky's inside the 10. But look at the hole. Hunter! First down to the 21-yard line. Kermit Kendrick with the stop. Alabama with a great defensive opportunity, but Kentucky comes right in the face of it.
Let's watch this line work again. You see 62 Bo Smith, 87 Pennington, 63 Mazzella, and boom, what a hole is opened up in there. You see Dean Wilkes, 74, just creating a gap, and first down, Kentucky.
17-7 Wildcats, 6 minutes to go, third quarter. Ivy Joe Hunter just moved into 10th place. The all-time running back list at Kentucky. Stopped for a small loss. Mangum makes his 5th tackle. Well, everything's been wrong about the forecast. We were supposed to have some serious heavy rain about 2 o'clock. It's been partly sunny most of the afternoon. There's Mike Pfeiffer, the excellent right tackle for Kentucky. Tore ligaments in his knee in the first half.
And that's the last thing that Kentucky needed, because Mike was really the anchor of that offensive line.
On the second down 10, Rawls, another big hole. He's got the speed to get outside. Has a convoy. Hauled down at the 23-yard line by Lee Osment. Kermit Kendrick missed a tackle, and it was so long.
Give me the ball, Alfred Rawls. Beautiful block there. Osment misses. Derek Thomas gets caught up. Kermit Kendrick misses. That's just a matter of not tackling and some great running by Alfred Rawls. Now, he ain't through yet. Some running backs have taken out of bounds at that point. Comes back up inside. Give me some more grass. That's what he said.
57 yards on that run. Rawls today with 94 yards. It was Baker earlier who had a 42-yard run for a touchdown. Kentucky leading 17-7. Started this drive inside their 10 after Chris Tolbert unwisely caught the punt inside the 10 and tried to return it. And after popping it open up the middle with Hunter, then Rawls broke it outside, cut it back in, and it's down to the 22 of Alabama.
And the thing that we're dealing with here, Bob, is I think there's a lot of people in these stands that are really excited about the first half. And I think that in their mindset was, hey, if we lose, as we watch this play again, if we lose, well, you know, they've played hard. Watch this makeshift offensive line work to get there. Bang. Just a good job of blocking and hustling downfield, and then it's just running. Gover in front, trying to lead the way, but the whole idea is, did they really think they could maintain the pace. I'm sure Alabama and a lot of these fans here thought, well, they've done well, but this won't last for long, and Kentucky is making the plays in the second half. Feast or famine against this defense.
This guy was going to sign, Rawls I'm talking about, with the University of Georgia, was a Proposition 48 student, went to Northeastern Oklahoma and A&M, came out of there, signed with Kentucky, and asked me if the Wildcats aren't happy. He is a tremendous tailback. He's listed as third team behind Ivy Joe Hunter and Al Baker. 1st and 10 Wildcats at the 22. Hunter. Down to the 21. Not much on that one. 4:47 to go in the third quarter. Kentucky leading by 10, 17-7.
Well, Jerry Claiborne has been the other sideline, coached at Alabama. Successful tenure at Maryland.
2nd down 9. 4. Play fake. Pressure and sprinting. Great grab by Murray to the 8-yard line. Andy Murray with a reception. Off the shoelaces. Gain of 13 yards.
Now here, Bob, they solved one problem at halftime. Look at Mazzella, 63, and Hunter going back to cut off that weak side end that had been drilling Glenn Ford when he tried to set up. Remember seeing that in the first half? Well, Jerry Eisman solved that problem. Nice catch by Andy Murray.
Looked like a shortstop on the play. 1st down goal from the 8. 3 backs. Rawls. Hit in the backfield, stopped at the 11. George Thornton, 94, with the penetration and the tackle.
Tough going down in here. Tough going down in here. They've got all those folks jammed in there together. You're going to run a play pass, you got to make it happen quick because Alabama's going to be in your face right away, and you got to hope for a pick.
Remember when Kentucky got down here late in the second quarter at 4 through the interception. Power I. Baker, nothing going to the 11 again. Willie Wyatt with the stop that time. It'll be 3rd down and goal from the 11.
Send it in the wide receivers now. Depending on the formation, Bob, if they come with motion, it's going to be some kind of a pick inside, or they may just max protect it. Max protect it, make sure Ford gets it off, and go one-on-one against one of these cornerbacks for Alabama.
Here comes the pressure. Ford wanted to go to Gover. It will not be intentional grounding. Some people may think that, but Ford was intentionally grounded himself. One of the Alabama players a little slow to get up in the Kentucky offensive backfield. And Kentucky cannot punch it in, and they'll bring the field goal unit on.
And my question would be, if I'm the Kentucky protection, is where is Derek Thomas? He blocked a punt. He blocked a field goal attempt.
Watch for 55 as Ken Willis will attempt. Bill Allen, the quarterback, holding. Good kick. It's good. Well executed by Kentucky. A snap with great velocity. It was placed down quickly and through the uprights. 20-7 Kentucky. 2:35 to go in the third. You're watching the SEC on TBS Sports. Oops, Georgia. Now back out in front, 16-12. It's a day of surprises, like that score surprised me. And as Georgia comes back to lead 16-12. Happened moments ago for Georgia to retake the lead. Pierre Gould at the 15. Down at the 26-yard line. 2:30 to go in the third quarter. Alabama trailing 20-7. Jerry Claiborne now trying to get his defensive unit to face an Alabama onslaught with a very good offensive line and plenty of time left with 2:30 to go in the third quarter. Coming into this game, Alabama had outscored their first two opponents 51-0 in the second half. Dunn can't find anybody, and he gets about 7 or 8 on the scramble. out across the 30, near the 35-yard line. It was Joey Couch, redshirt freshman, with a tackle on Jeff Dunn. Jeff's the junior from Greensboro. By the way, last week we saw another Greensboro Page High School player who played with Jeff Dunn in high school, Todd Ellis at South Carolina. These two were teammates. Talk about a loaded high school football team. And
Dunn was a safety, from what I understand. As a matter of fact, this is only his 22nd game in his life as a quarterback, and here he is lining up as the #1 at Alabama.
On the sprint out, Dunn lost control of the ball, went straight to the ground.
It was a good idea to have it to go straight to the ground, too, because his intended receiver was surrounded.
Speaking of Alabama quarterbacks, the quarterback who went out, David Smith, has been rehabilitating himself. He's starting to practice, and Coach Bill Curry says it's possible that Smith can play next week. More likely that Smith will be back in 2 weeks, and said primarily they missed the computer-like mind of quarterback David Smith on 3rd down 3. Here's the pitch to Murray Hill. Finds a little running room. Is it enough? Let's see where they spot it. It's going to be real close to a first down. Ron Robinson with a stop. Looks short.
Okay, did you see what happened there on that play, Bob? They were up at the line of scrimmage. Let's all the way back. Hold it, Skip. All the way back. What happened was they tried to jump him. They tried to get the first down on a penalty. It didn't work. Kentucky almost jumped across. Then they had to come back. Jeff Dunn called that play at the line of scrimmage. Good stick by Ronnie Robinson. Good job. That's a way to get upfield. Hollering there to help out. Murray Hill struggling.
Short of the first down by inches. Will Alabama go for it? It's at the 36-yard line of the Crimson Tide. They trail 20-7 with 1:26 to go in the third. Is this a gamble spot? Bill Curry says yes.
Let's watch him. Here's Dunn at the under the ball. See, tried to get that guy to jump. The Kentucky, it didn't work. Okay, now we got to go back. You see him calling a play. Now he's calling a play. Now we got to play, boys. We got to run for it.
4th down, inches. The ball at the 36-yard line, and Curry and the Tide want to go for it. Stewart, first down, Alabama. Behind Schultz and Frumorgan. Alabama keeps their drive alive with under a minute to go in the third quarter, and Kentucky leading it by 13.
You're never in a situation where you want to go for it on 4th down. But unfortunately, they come up when you have to, and I think that this was one of those times. Right choice by Curry. His offense made him right. He made it.
Paxson and I, receivers split wide to the top of the screen. They are Richardson and Good, both very fast. They hand it off to Robert Stewart. About 8 yards. 46, 47-yard line. Jay Dortch with the stop. Splitting out a couple of speed merchants out there on the outside can loosen up the inside about as well as anything.
And the other thing it does, Bob, it gets Ronnie Robinson out of the running game. He's a weak safety. He's got to go over there and cover that slot man, and he's not as quick to fill in the middle. Help out if there's a seam created by a lineman.
10 seconds to go in the quarter. 2nd down and 1. Good time to go for a lot of marbles. Let's see if they go long on this play. Nope, going to run it with Murray Hill and get it inside Kentucky territory as the third quarter comes to an end. And Alabama, it appears at this point, starting to wear down the defense in front of Kentucky a bit, but trailing 20-7. You're watching the SEC on TBS Sports. Here at Commonwealth Stadium, first down 10, Alabama. They turn it around, 15 minutes of football left. Kentucky 20, Alabama 7. Dunn, Barnett, hit him as he threw it. It is Alabama ball at the 10. Greg Payne wrestled it from Albert Burks. What an effort by Greg Payne, and I might mention a great effort by Dunn as he had number 79 Barnett all over him when he released the ball for a 38-yard completion.
Albert Burks in perfect position. Barnett puts Jeff Dunn on the ground. He's sitting there, gets up a little early, Greg Payne concentrates on the ball, pulls it down. In perfect position, trying to go up for the ball. Good job by Greg Payne.
Excellent ball game here at Kentucky. That's Stewart, the fullback, inside to the 6-yard line. 20-7, Kentucky, Alabama with the 38-yard pass completion. That's the only thing close to a significant pass completion for Alabama all day, and now they're knocking at the Kentucky door.
It's always a concern for a defensive backfield coach when that ball goes up long, because there's no telling. And one thing's for sure, the receiver's used to seeing it more than the defensive back is.
Second down at 5 from the 6. Hill loses a little bit as he tries the left side. Robinson came up from free safety to make the play.
Ron Robinson had 12 tackles against Auburn, and he's the heart of that secondary, and they need him in this defense to help support the run, and he does it admirably.
It'll be third down 5 from the 6. Alabama with Robert Stewart and Murray Hill in the backfield. Under pressure. Incomplete, intended for Marco Battle. Good coverage by David Johnson. It'll be fourth down and 5 from the 6-yard line. Mike Miners came in, got his hands up in front of the face of quarterback Jeff Dunn. 95 Miners, you see him coming in there.
He wants Howard Cross. Howard Cross is running a sideline and up pattern. He wanted Cross. Robinson was there. Fires it back over the middle. Battle did an excellent job breaking that pass up, actually, for Auburn.
With all this time left in the game, Curry, instead of taking the 3, is going to call timeout. It looked as though he was going to go for the touchdown, and may still. It is fourth down 5 from the 6-yard line. 13-12 to go in the game. The score is 20-7. We'll be right back. It'll be a 23-yarder if he makes it.
And this is Curry's decision. This is a head coach's decision. Do we go for it? Do we take the 3?
They'll kick this one. Doyle got a severe hook in that thing, but it just got inside the upright, and now it is Kentucky 20, Alabama 10. I think a very wise decision on the part of Bill Curry. 13:08 remaining in this game.
A lot of time left. That's what he was telling his offense as they were coming off the field. As a player, that might be perceived as a non-aggressive call. As a player, you'd say, hey, let's go for it. We can score. Let's go. And as his players were coming off the field, he just told them, plenty of time left, plenty of time left. We don't need to do anything dumb at this point. We're moving the ball now, and we feel like we can score a couple of times.
Now time for the Alabama defense to rise up, but Kentucky will have a lot to say about that. Kentucky's running game has been excellent today. 191 yards on the ground by the Kentucky rushing game. And last week, remember, Alabama held Vanderbilt to no yards. Now Vanderbilt has virtually no running game. They go with Eric Jones and Boo Mitchell in the passing game, but nevertheless, it is a statement about Alabama's defense against the run, and Kentucky has made their own statement today. A high hopper picked up at the 30-yard line, and out to the 37 goes 18 Freddie Maggard. Here's what's happened so far. Kentucky dominating the offensive game by more than 200 yards, or nearly 200 yards. Alabama quarterbacks, 2 interceptions, only 76 yards, and Rawls with 9 carries for 91. Of course, one of Rawls was for 57 yards.
Neither one of the Alabama quarterbacks seem to be able to get on track, Bob. Neither one of them look like they're playing with confidence. It's almost like, hey, look, I've made enough mistakes. I don't want to make another one.
Here's Rawls, thrown down for a 3-yard loss. Back there is 55, Derek Thomas. He led the SEC in tackles for loss and quarterback sacks in 87.
And what a player he is. The defensive captain as voted by the team, and he's just a real hard worker. And he's got something that you just can't teach. You know, people work hard in the weight room. They work hard on techniques. But I think Derek Thomas has an instinct that's just something that you either have or you don't have, and you can't teach it.
Second down 9 from the 36. Wildcats leading 20-10, 12:29 to go in the game. Kentucky hoping for a clock-eating drive. Hunter. He gets about 5, but it's going to be 3rd down long yardage out near the 40-yard line. By the way, Alabama, this will be significant, folks, has only 1 timeout remaining in this game, trailing 20-10. Kentucky with 2. So that 1 timeout will rise up to be a factor, probably.
Yes. Both 2 wide receivers in the game for Kentucky.
3rd down 8 from the 39 of Kentucky.
Once again, they can expect man-to-man coverage.
Sprinting out is 4. Gets good protection. He goes long. Incomplete, intended for Bolden. Bolden had his man beat. Mike Smith, number 9, covering on the play. Well, there's a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage, by the way. I said he had him beaten. He did not really, because the only play to get the ball was out of bounds. Only way to get it down there.
Tough throw.
Kentucky penalty. Procedure call. Jimmy Harper with the announcement on the
illegal
penalty.
procedure on the offensive team. They had 6 men on the line of scrimmage. The penalty is declined.
Jeff Nelson will punt from Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, under gray skies. Wildcats hoping to win one from Alabama for the first time in, well, since 1922.
Add that up. Somebody, hey,
Two
get
from
the
86,
stat man on that, Skip.
46 years, or somewhere in that ballpark. Bob Neal and Tim Foley with you. Tim, our computer-like mathematician. Nelson gets it away. Pretty good punt. Cassius down hard at the 23-yard line. Excellent special teams coverage by Kentucky today. A 45-yard punt, 7-yard return. Once again, Alabama missing Humphrey and Gene Jelks. You're watching the SEC on TBS Sports. 11 minutes, 33 seconds remaining. Kentucky up by 10 with the ball. First down 10 from their own, or Alabama with the ball from their own 24-yard line. Jeff Dunn with a long count and the checkoff. Hands it to Murray Hill. Gets the crack this time and breaks it. He's got 4.3 speed. They won't catch him. Touchdown, Alabama. 76 yards. Murray Hill, the 2nd fastest player on the Alabama team. The man replacing All-American Bobby Humphrey. Now we've got a ball game. 20-16. Kentucky. Now here's a question. Thinking of going for a win here, 20-17 makes it a 3-point game. With 11-18, would Alabama even consider going for 2?
I think they're considering going for 2, and that's why you saw Bill Curry barking at the holder. Chris Moore, did you hear him say, "Don't you ever do that"? Well, you didn't hear him say that, but he formed it with his mouth. I bet Chris Moore heard it, and he said, "Don't you ever do that. Don't take anything for granted." Alabama's going for 2.
Oh my, 20-16. Obviously the 2 would give them a 1-point win if they were to get a field goal, and Kentucky did not score again. That's the thinking. Play fake, done. Nice tipped ball by 6, Tony Massey. Kentucky stops the 2-point conversion attempt. It's 20-16.
And the reasoning there is, the reasoning for going for 2 here is that they cannot tie Kentucky. They've got to win. So a field goal isn't going to do them any good unless they only need 2 points. Here's a replay of the touchdown. Let's watch this fine bit of running. You talk about somebody that can fly. Here comes Murray Hill, following the block of his fullback. Ron Robinson hits him head on. Doesn't wrap him up, and look out. Jay, you're not going to catch him. You can run for 3 months and you're not going to catch him. David Johnson Cummins got the best shot at it. Murray Hill running out of steam a little bit. Johnson hustles to get there, but a touchdown by the jet from Alabama. Gets that crack and boom, he's gone. See you later. A big block by Turner sprung it. Ron Robinson missed that tackle, and he's been making them all day long. He missed that one. And that's what happens. This man can fly.
Ron Robinson will be dreaming about missing that tackle. It's 20-16 Kentucky. Kentucky has not beaten Alabama since 1922. 11:18 to go in the ball game. Alabama missed on the two-point conversion attempt, so now they are without field goal range. Rawls at the 15. Pops it up to, oh, he tripped up, lost the ball. But it bounced out when he hit the ground. It cannot be caused, fumble can't be caused by the ground. And he gets it to the 32-yard line, tripped up by Lorenzo Ward, who's played well on special teams for Alabama today. And now the call is Kentucky, and can they do it on offense?
And here it comes, and Rawls hits it at full speed. And you're lucky. You're right, Bob. He's lucky he tripped him up. He was down. The ball was down. Good call by the official. I like the way this Rawls runs, man. He takes it up in there, and look out. I'm coming through, mama.
Kentucky now hoping to sustain a drive. 11-12 to go, a narrow 4-point lead. Kentucky led 17-0 at the half. Hunter, only a yard or two. He was wrapped up by 98 Willie Wyatt.
Let's look at the two-point conversion. Alabama can kick it. They'd be down by 3, but they want to get this 2 points, make it down by 2. That way a field goal and win for them. Holleran coming up the middle. Nice job of coverage, and Steve Massey knocks it away. Kentucky's big play defensive player knocks it away, comes through again. Oh, no. Brian Crawley coming out of the game for Kentucky. Another lineman, Bob. David Crane went in.
Crawley, the center. Of course, Pfeiffer lost earlier with a torn-up knee. 4 going long, has his man. It is complete to number 80, Phil Logan, and down to the 23-yard line of Alabama. 43 yards.
Well, Alabama plays that challenging man-to-man defense. Little John Mangum is just outsized in this one. Logan makes the catch. Mangum makes the tackle. Nice throw by Glenn Ford, just laying it out there and letting that tall receiver work against the Alabama quarterback.
It is a lot of fun watching this ball game today. Rawls and Hunter in the backfield. Rawls picking his way, driving now. Look at his strength. Rawls to the 1. 22 yards on the carry by number 23, Alfred Rawls. Hammonds almost had him up at the line. Rawls is over 100 yards on the day for Kentucky.
Here we go. Let's watch it again. Alfred Rawls. Look at Alabama. They're really dominating the line of scrimmage. Ivy Joe Hunter gets a good block. Hammond locks him up. Willie Wyatt can't hold on to him. Hammond now is trying to strip the ball. Osmond finally gets there, but he just keeps running.
1st and goal from the 1. Handoff Murray. Touchdown, Wildcats. They're going nuts at Commonwealth Stadium. This stadium wasn't even here the last time Kentucky beat Alabama. Neither was I. Tim was. No, seriously, it was 1922.
Well, you can feel it, Bob. What's starting to happen now is Alabama comes back, Alabama comes back. That's what all these people expected. That's what we expected. Alabama's going to come back. Well, thank you, Kentucky, for the first half. But Kentucky doesn't got the game plan. Good job of running, good job of fighting by that offensive line, and Alfred Rawls sticks it in there.
Willis for the point after. It's good. And it's 27-16, and yes, that's an 11-point lead. And now the 2-point conversion that failed for Alabama does loom large, because it means they need more than the touchdown and field goal to tie this game. Andy Murray scored the touchdown to give Kentucky the 27-16 lead, but Logan caught the long pass. Willis nails it in and out of the end zone. Alabama with 9:39 to go, and here's the big play.
4 rolls to his right. Logan man-to-man on the outside, Mangum covering. Logan finds the sideline, heads it upfield, and this is just a lob it up there. Logan is behind Mangum. Mangum actually was running even with him as he turned around to look for the ball, lost some ground, and Logan makes a catch. Then Rawls comes with the big run, and then touchdown Kentucky.
1st and 10 Alabama, 9:39 to go, trailing by 11. Play fake, Dunn to the air. Has Payne. It is complete. And out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Nice grab and good footwork once again by Payne. A 20-yard reception. Clock running, 9:32, and it stopped there as they moved the sticks. 27-16 Kentucky. Dunn shaken up momentarily on this play.
Adams takes him down. And I'm not sure what happened there, Bob.
He's all right, stayed in the game. First down 10 for the 40 now, Alabama. They had the 76-yard run from Murray Hill last possession. Football game. This is fun. Hope you're enjoying it today. They fake the pitch, give to the fullback Turner. Big loss. Gardner with the stop, and here's Kentucky's scoring drive. Logan with that reception, the big play. It only took a minute 39 off the clock. 68 yards, only 4 plays.
Long pass on second down, and then Rawls coming with a great run on first down. Bill had to be feeling comfortable with what was happening in terms of Alabama's offensive momentum growing. But that touchdown, that last touchdown by Kentucky wasn't in the plan.
27-16 Wildcats. Second down 12 from the 38. Play fake, there's the pressure. Dunn just couldn't get it out to his safety valve, Murray Hill. Might we see Vince Sutton? Now Kentucky settles things defensively. Third down 12, Alabama from their own 38. They've converted 3 of 13 third down opportunities today out of the shotgun. Dunn. Pressure. Nice pump fake. Valiant effort by Dunn, comes up short. Johnson gets the tackle.
Let's watch Greg Payne here working against Alford. Wants him all the way. It's not there. Just a great job of coverage by Burks. Burks is a good man-to-man coverage guy. They're getting him in there. They're working him into the starting rotation. Tolbert got nicked a little bit, and they're playing him more.
Long count, hoping to pull Kentucky off sides. That fails. More punts. Not a real good punt. Tolbert's going to take it at his 14, goes backwards. He misplayed it a bit and had to turn around and fade with it. He goes down at the 9. He was hit by 18, Lorenzo Ward.
You know, I'd have a talk with Chris Tolbert. You don't want to take chances like that. You're on your own 10-yard line. You try to make things happen, but he caught one on the 5, and he just caught that one on the 10, a tough over-the-shoulder catch. Hey, look it. Make your big play when the whole game isn't on the line. In that situation, get your hand up in the air. You think it's being a coward, it's being smart. Take the fair catch.
Now Kentucky, another defensive opportunity for Alabama inside their 10, leading 27-16. Al Baker hit in the backfield, thrown for a loss at the 7 or 8 yard line. 8:09 to go in the game. This is the opportunity for the Alabama defense, much maligned today, to come up with a big play. They've had big plays, but they've given the big play. They blocked a punt, blocked a field goal, and 4 quarterback sacks.
And they've got a lot of minus yardage, Bob. They've had sacks, they've had tackles behind the line of scrimmage, but when they've given up a gain, it's been a long one.
Second down 12 from the 8-yard line. Rawls, penalty markers down. Gets it to the 12. Graham with a stop, and now the clock becoming a significant factor. It ticks down to 7:34.
A lot of time left in the game, but based on the productivity of Alabama's offense versus Kentucky's defense, it is becoming a factor.
This will be a penalty against Kentucky.
During the run, we have holding in the offensive line, offensive team.
Half the distance back to the 6. Watch number 76 left tackle for Kentucky.
Mike Nord, he's on the left side of your screen there. He's walling off George Thornton. The official was looking right at it. You can usually tell if it's on you if that yellow flag hits your helmet.
It's an indication. Second down 14, and now at the 6. Rawls almost fumble. Alabama ball. 7 on it. A turnover for the Tide with 7:07 to go. Kentucky leading by 11. Oh, they spotted at the 23.5. This ball game has had everything.
Let's see it again. The last time Rawls came up with a big run, Alabama was grabbing at the football, and this is something that they work at a lot at Alabama. He rolls through. Huh.
It was stripped loose.
Stripped loose. And
Greg Gilbert looked like 56, may have gotten his hand on it, and Rawls is the player who's down. He has had a whale of a game today. Rawls has rushed for 132 yards. Maybe just knocked the wind out. Let's hope that's what it is. That's the indication at any rate. And here comes the card that Alabama played earlier. They're going to deal Vince Sutton in again. Now Sutton does have more athletic ability, can sprint out a little bit better than Jeff Dunn. I don't know if you'd say he has more athletic ability, but he can make more things happen. Let's see what they do with it. One setback is Hill, the other is Robert Stewart. From the 23-yard line of Kentucky, first down 10 Alabama. Hill squirts through for about 7 inside the 20. Holleran with the stop for the Wildcats. Clock down to 6:58, a significant factor. Both teams with only one timeout remaining. We'll continue to show you that clock. Kentucky hoping to beat Alabama for the first time since 1922.
tried to jump him again there, Bob.
Hill dives to about the 14 or 13. Looks like he got the first down. They're going to spot it back, but I think it's still first down yardage for Murray Hill. They'll have to bring the sticks in.
Jerry Claiborne hoping his Kentucky Wildcat team can hold on. You know, I know for Alabama fans, this seems like a long game. You know, whenever you're suffering, time goes slow. But it's a whole lot longer for Jerry Claiborne and for Bill Curry. Bill Curry hoping his team can get back in, take advantage of this opportunity that his defense has given his offense.
6:15 to go. There you see it was a first down. And it's spotted just inside the 14-yard line. And remember, Alabama courageously went for 2 points when they were trailing, when they were closer. Then Kentucky came back and got the touchdown, and Alabama now trails by 11. Murray Hill tries the right side again. And Hill gets it to the 9-yard line. Chased out of bounds. Stop the clock. So it'll be second down 5 at the 9. And by the way, Murray Hill, how's he doing replacing Bobby Humphrey? How about 139 yards and a 76-yard touchdown run?
Alabama having trouble throwing the football, but this Kentucky defense is #1 in the SEC against the pass.
William Kennan at fullback with Murray Hill on second down 5 from the 9. It's Kent stuffed. Gain of maybe 1. Oliver Barnett was there. You could hear it all the way up here in the press box.
Kent looking for the cutback here, looking for the cutback, trying to take it back in. Oliver Barnett closes the hole. Chenault there. And they're excited. Dadgummit, thought it was there. Jerry Claiborne always demonstrative. Bill Curry controlled on the sideline.
Oh.
But both their stomachs doing the same thing.
Alka-Seltzer Plus. That's not a plug for the sponsor. They're really taking it right now. Fade. Payne. Touchdown, Alabama. Oh, and the crowd gets quiet.
this is one of those plays like, that looks so easy. Why don't they do this earlier? What Payne has done is he's moved himself in off the sideline, given himself more room to work going to the corner of the end zone. Here we go. Let's see it again. Oh, golly.
And they're going for 2. The 2-point conversion failed last time. The 2 would make it a 3-point game. 5:06 remaining. Murray Hill needs the blocking. He gets the 2. It's a 3-point game with 5:06 to go. Oh, gunslinger Bill Curry. Nerves of steel, going for 2 earlier as you pointed out, Tim. Curry knows that a tie with Alabama and Kentucky is like a loss for Alabama. He did not want a tie. He took the gamble. Now he may have to be facing a tie on the comeback trail. Oh my. However, the best game of the day is this one. You're watching it, folks.
You bet. And you know, when you won't settle for a tie with 18 minutes left to go in the game, you know, a tie gets better looking. You know, they always say kissing your sister is what a tie. You know, but kissing your sister gets better looking than, you know.
For instance, compared to your brother.
Right. Yeah.
As an example.
But it's always better than a loss. It's always better than a loss.
So Jerry Claiborne telling his Wildcats right now, you got the 3 points. In 5 minutes to defend the lead. Ivy Joe Hunter out to the 28-yard line. So that's the story. Alabama and Kentucky. Penalty marker down. Was it a late hit? If in fact that's the call, it would be very significant because they're spotting it at the 28-yard line. It's going off against Alabama, and look at the change in field position. Oh my.
After the play is over, we got a personal foul. On the white team, be first down, 1st and 10.
Great effort there by Turner. And just, you want to be enthusiastic, you want to get around the football, but you don't want to do dumb things. And when the whistle blows, you stop.
Well, I didn't frankly see the dumb thing on that replay. First down, 10 for the 40. Nevertheless, Alabama scoring drive. Big play because it moves it out here to midfield. 4 is thrown for a big loss by Derek Thomas, 55. This Alabama defense in the 4th quarter has been something. Again, they've given up the big plays, however.
And Derek Thomas is something. He's just, watch him fight through this block. He just controls the block. Look what he's doing with Pennington in him, little guy. Just throws him back, gets rid of him, and makes the tackle on Glenn Ford.
4th quarterback sack of the day for Alabama.
I think I'd run away from him. And I think that's what Kentucky's been trying to do. Usually he's lined up to the wide side of the field.
4:24 remaining in this game. 27-24, Kentucky. Hunter nowhere, stuffed at the 36 by Spencer Hammond, the right outside linebacker. 4:11, 4:10 and counting. It'll be 3rd down and let's say 17 from the 36-yard line of Kentucky.
The biggest thing that Alabama has going for them at this time, Bob, is 28-1-1. Their history against Kentucky. And their history says that they're supposed to win. And Kentucky's history in this game says they're supposed to lose.
3rd and 17 from the 36. Georgia now laying it on Ole Miss. Whistles, flag down. But the clock is down to 3:39. Kentucky trying to milk that clock. Something their basketball coach knows
That's
more
a dead
about.
ball. False start. Illegal procedure on the white team. Movement in the offensive line.
I'll tell you what, Bob, right now, I think Kentucky's best play is throw it deep. Just let it go. Let their receivers go up for it. They've made plays for them all throughout the game. Just let it fly.
3rd down, 22. Ford does just that. It is complete, but far short of the first down to Alfred Jones. They do regain some field position out to the 43. Kentucky needed to get to the 47 of Alabama for the first down. And now 4 urging Jeff Nelson to come in with the punt of his career here. Nelson, a senior. There's a man who has a big job on his hands for Alabama.
Alfred Burks is on the right side there.
Line drive, but Nelson did get it away. It's going to be a beauty. Cassimus trouble at the 7. And down at the 13. Heads up punt by Nelson under pressure. Tackled by 11 Mark Sellers. A punt after the bounce of 50 yards.
Alfred Burks was set up on the right side working against Derek Thomas. They took Randy Holloran over and just nailed Thomas. They said, hey, forget about everybody else. We got to stop this guy from this by himself. And here it is, 2:44.
Alabama first down 10 at the 14-yard line. It's all down to this. Sutton trying to go on a long out pattern to Marco Battle out there at the 35-yard line. Just threw it away wisely. Donnie Gardner with some good pressure on Sutton. It'll be second down 10.
Alabama trying to go to Howard Cross. He's the big tight end in there, and he's got great speed, good hands, 6'6", 245. And Ron Robinson has been in his face most of the day on those possession routes. That pass, as you mentioned, just thrown away out of bounds to a deep sideline pattern in case they had man-to-man coverage.
Second down 10 from the 14. Murray Hill tries the right side. Out across the 20 and stop the clock, gain of about 5 or 6. Randy Holloran with the stop along with Tony Massey. Commonwealth Stadium, 2.5 minutes remaining. Kentucky holding on to a narrow 3-point lead. Bob Neal and Tim Foley with you.
And what a football game we've seen from both of these teams. You know, just because you're expected to win doesn't mean that the sun's going to shine on you. Things have happened to this Alabama football team. Kentucky's football team has made some things happen to Alabama, but they fought back valiantly.
Alabama, of course, in 4-down situation because of the 3-point trailing here. And the clock whistle. Looks like somebody raised up on the right side. Perhaps Terrell Chapman, number 70.
Dead ball. Ball start moving right tackle, offensive right tackle.
Alabama possibly trying to get the jump here. Get the defense to jump. Chapman just picks up. You don't have to move much. If that hand leaves the ground, that's the end of that.
In the backfield for Alabama, Kevin Turner, 24, and Murray Hill, 45. Now it's third down 9 from the 15 out of the shotgun. They screen it to Turner. Everybody's over there. Turner down at the 10. He may have gotten to the 11. Oh, they're smelling a victory here at Commonwealth Stadium.
Decision-making time now, Bob. What do? You punt it. You go for it.
You see the time inside 2 minutes. And that's causing part of the concern right there. The clock continuing to run. He's going for it.
Bill's trying to get his team out of the huddle. Sent Ken in with the play. This is it. This is the ball game for Alabama right here.
4th and 7. Sutton gets a first down and slides down. That'll stop the clock at 1:33, and he goes to the 34 after running at 16 yards. Alabama stays alive. No huddle. Shotgun formation. 3-point game. Clock running again. It is complete. Another first down and a little bit more. Cross out to the 50. A very good kicker, Philip Doyle, who's kicked one as long as 53 yards this year, could tie it. 1:23 remaining.
A lot of teams, Bob, have started pulling off the nose man, started taking him out, make a rush, then come back and watch for the scramble. That'd be a good thing to do against Sutton. We'll be back in a minute.
Here we go. Here we go.
Vince Sutton scrambled for the first down for Alabama. on a 4th down call deep in Alabama territory. Now it's at midfield, 1:23 to go. Alabama has 1 timeout remaining. Kentucky has no timeout remaining. Of course, they don't care. And Kentucky leads by 3. This is 1st down. Sutton going deep, looking for Richardson. He's got it at the 5. Todd Richardson wrestled it from David Johnson. A 45-yard completion with 1:14 remaining in the game.
Johnson in good shape all the way. Richardson striding down the field. A great athlete. Played cornerback last year. Now he comes up, cuts underneath, and makes the catch. Beautiful effort by Richardson. And Alabama's ready to score.
Clock running, 1:10. 1st and goal at the 5. Kentucky leads by 3. Murray Hill. Knocked out of bounds at the 5.
You know what's amazing to me, Bob? Listen to this crowd. Nobody's saying anything. I mean, I would think that, good grief, you got a chance to beat them for the first time since 1922.
It's hard to say anything when you hold your breath. And believe me, there are 50,000 breaths being held.
I think I can hear the people from Tuscaloosa more than I can hear the people from here.
2nd down goal from the 5. Kentucky by 3. Alabama trails 17-0 at the half. Sutton with a quick snap to the 1. We've seen Alabama do that before.
But it's like they're waiting for them to score here. Bill is waiting for them to score, I know.
Look at the clock continuing to run. 34-33. Alabama has 1 timeout remaining.
3rd down.
15 seconds on the play clock. Now it's down to 10 seconds on the play clock and counting. Sutton to Murray Hill. Wrestle down at the 3. Alabama trails by 3. Massey with the stop. Oh, good night. It will be 4th down at the 3. The field goal ties it. The touchdown wins it. Number 11 you saw coming to the game is Gene Newberry, receiver. Drive started on the 14th. This is the 9th play.
So they might try to sneak that tight end across, Bob, to the wide side.
Sutton fakes the pitch, throws it into the end zone. There's Newberry! Touchdown, Alabama! The players sent in from the sideline, sneaked into the corner, and Alabama leads with 10 seconds remaining. The contingent of red-clad Alabama fans in the corner of Commonwealth Stadium is going crazy. The folks here who are wearing blue are stunned.
I don't think they're stunned. I think they expected this to happen. What a football game. What a You hate to see anybody lose a game like this. Both teams displaying a lot of courage. Alabama coming back down 17-0. We're going to see it again.
What a call.
Oh, yeah. A good call, because if they don't hit it, if they happen to cover it, good fake by Sutton, but Newberry is all alone.
That's 1-800-533-1400.
Alabama has scored 31 points in the second half. 31-10 the second half score. Alabama 17-0 the first half score. Kentucky, unfortunately, unfortunately from the Kentucky point of view, the combination gives Alabama the 4-point lead with 10 seconds remaining. Only a return for a touchdown could work here. Here's Rawls. He does have the speed, has problems with it. And goes down at about the 28-yard line with 7 seconds remaining in this game. after what's happened today, you have to see it's not over till that thing goes down to triple zeros up on the clock. But these Kentucky players, a chance to break a tradition of losing to Alabama that started since 1922.
And Alabama did it in all phases. They blocked the punt, they blocked an extra point, they made the plays on offense and defense, caused the turnovers.
And that's the last play of the game. Alabama comes from a 17-0 halftime deficit to whip Kentucky 31-27.